level UCI Mountain Bike World Cup win. Looking good at the front, the Austrian.
She's looking strong out of the saddle, pushing hard here on the first climb of the last lap.
And how difficult, Bart, is it to keep cool now and just tick off all the sections one by one?
Yeah, keep cool, but also, yeah, it gives her a lot of morale leading the race here. She can take it a bit more precisely, more carefully in the descents, the slippery descents, and that's definitely what she will do. She wouldn't take too many risks. There's a little bit of time to play with, and she's strong on the climb. She knows that as well, so she will push hard on the climbs and probably a bit more carefully in the descents.
And if you're her team manager, what are you shouting at the minute? What are you telling her?
Yeah. Stay concentrated.
Win.
Especially in the descents. I mean, but she knows that she's the fastest on the climbs. Pauline, third place.
Yeah, looks like she is going to settle for a podium today, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. Not a sentence you get to use every day.
The number 2 from the World Championships 2 weeks ago, Luana Lecomte, behind her.
And behind her then Evie Richards. So that group, they're still somewhat together, they're strung out a bit.
Whoa, a little bit of a slide from Martina Berta in the back.
Yep.
Her rear wheel slides away in that last corner.
Drifting her way on to the start-finish straight. Martina Berta, there is Pauline Ferrand-Prévot.
And that's the difference.
That's the difference. Mona Mitterwallner. Well, I can tell you Alessandra Keller's taken 3 seconds out of that. She's 13 seconds now behind her.
Maybe she made a mistake. That must be that. That's why the gap became that quick.
It must be, yeah. She must have made another mistake off camera somewhere we didn't see.
Yeah, especially in these conditions. It's slippery everywhere. And we saw her also before in that descent. That steep descent on the island, where she made a mistake in the previous lap as well. And it looks like she did that again. 13 seconds in between Mona Mitterwallner and Sandra Keller. Is she able to close that gap?
Yeah, both wheels just breaking free of Mona Mitterwallner there momentarily. There's Puck Petersen. Martina Berta, she's had a good race, Berta, again, you know. In 7th at the minute. Any race that you're hanging on to the back of Puck Petersen, pretty impressive.
It's a good race.
Yeah. Petersen is so strong this season in that UCI World Cup leaders jersey. There is your leader today, though, Mona Mitterwallner. 15 seconds, so yeah, she's dug 2 more out of Alessandra Keller.
Jenny Risvet's 10th at the moment.
Yeah, Sevilla Blanc in 9th as well, having a good run today for Rock Rider Ford. Anna Terpstra in 8th. And this is it, just bit by bit, ticking it off, trying to stay calm.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that much time to play with, I would say. I expected that the gap should have been a bit bigger, but it looks like that Keller made a mistake somewhere earlier.
Well, the rain has stopped here in Pal Arensal, Andorra, excuse me.
Yeah, it's a bit more clear outside, so not that the sun is coming, but
I wouldn't say, yeah, it's not exactly a blue sky day yet, is it? Jolanda Ness back in 13th, just ahead of Nicole Kohler. There's Jenny Risvid. Had planned on racing the UCI World Championships road race on the Sunday as well after the cross-country race, but ended up pulling out due to injury.
She did to the feminino.
That's right, yeah.
And she pulled out of that race too. It was a little bit too much probably for her.
Yeah, mixing things up with her racing. Jenny Risvid's keeping it interesting.
Yeah, and also riders are looking for sometimes new motivation or preparation. And
whoa, Mona Mitterwallner just on clips and gets a little bubble, and that is how quickly a lead can slip away. Can Keller capitalise on that mistake? Did it cost her much time? She's got the bike moving again now.
It's not over yet, the race.
Not over yet. One mistake and this race could turn on its head.
It shows how difficult it is.
Safely navigates that bridge for the last time. Here is
second
Keller.
place. She's not that far off.
No, what is the clock going to say? 13 seconds still, so Mette Valner getting away with that one.
She gained another 2 seconds. She's able to close that gap in this descent. But then we have that steep, hard climb again.
There's Loana Lecomte in the national champions jersey of France.
Is she already on the third place, or is it still Pauline Ferrand-Prévot?
Well, she's just ahead of Richards there, so Pauline Ferrand-Prévot must still be in third.
Yes.
Here we go through this really technical, wet, muddy descent. For the last time, Mette Valner explodes onto this final climb for the last time. Looks up.
The gap is still there.
Here we see it. Just watch the left foot come out here.
Yeah, but
she did well. She did well to recover that.
Yeah, really well. Yeah, didn't lost anything.
Didn't lose her too much time and kept the bike moving.
She's also with the leg warmers. I think she's one of the only ones.
Yep, definitely feeling the chill this morning, but it's not slowed her down.
Not at all. For the last time on this hard climb, there is Keller. That's the difference.
14 seconds now. Deceptive on that shot, but
she doesn't give up, Keller.
Keller, that is one of the things that's why she's got so many fans, that she never gives up. She just digs and digs and digs. But this young woman, Mona Mette Valner, is on her way to winning her first ever elite level UCI World Cup.
And the gap between Pauline Ferrand-Prévot and Loana Lecomte, only 7 seconds at the moment, the numbers 3 and 4 in the race. There is Pauline Ferrand-Prévot.
Nearly 90 seconds back now for the double UCI World Champion from the UCI World Championships in Glasgow earlier on this summer. And she exploded out of the traps and was first across the line after lap 1, and we thought that she might do one of her trademark disappearing acts off the front, but Keller refused to give in, dug her way across, and then was passed by the hard charge of Mette Valner. There's the Comte and Richards. Richards still attacking as well.
Yeah, she's looking strong. The numbers 3, 4 and 5, so Evie Richards is on 5th place. It's not over yet for these riders. With Pietersen on 6th place, and then Martina Bertha on 7th.
There's your leader, Mona Mette Valner.
Not taking anything. No bottles for her in the last part of the race.
Mona Mette Valner looking absolutely superb here in Andorra. Really mature performance as well. Bart didn't rush things, stayed with Keller, and then picked and chose.
Yeah, took the right moment. Looks like Keller made a little bit of a mistake somewhere in the descent. Lost a little bit of time. The gap was there, and the gap is still there, but not too much.
Yeah, it was just the excuse that Mona Mette Valner needed.
That's the gap. It's not that big. And we know Keller will fight hard. That's what she did also last Friday in the short track.
Look at the effort.
20 seconds.
Alessandra Keller.
Yeah, and if the riders feel the pressure, they also easily make mistakes.
She's covering off any final attacks here, though, Mette Valner. That's 7 seconds now. She's distanced herself to Keller on this last lap.
But it looks like the course is also, it's not that it's drying quickly, but at least there's one line which looks quite okay at the moment.
I am just looking outside. The rain has stopped and the wind is keeping going, so I'm just wondering if for the elite men's race we may start to see it get claggy and get really, really difficult. Back end kicks out a couple of times on Mona Mette Valner there.
Yeah. Or not? It felt like that.
Yeah, well,
she stopped.
She's got away with it. Mette Valner, yeah, just, and those little those little spikes of adrenaline on a last lap from that bike sliding around underneath her that will have just woken her up. And just a little spike of adrenaline, and right, let's just be careful here and get the bike home.
There we see Keller, a different line. The Number 2 in the race, Alessandra Keller.
What a gutsy performance this has been from Keller, though. She'll be happy with this one.
Of course, she likes to win. She won last Friday. She likes to take the double. 22 seconds.
But in terms,
Mitterwalder is strong today.
In terms of grit and determination, Alessandra Keller has been absolutely superb this afternoon.
Yeah. The way how she's suffering at the moment. Giving everything.
Yeah, leaves it all between the tapes. Alessandra Keller.
Numbers 3 and 4.
Yeah, wonder if Lecomte can just put a move on Pauline Ferrand-Prévot here towards the latter stages of this race and move herself up into third. She's catching her compatriot.
Yeah, that's still possible.
We saw the head-to-head between them.
And there we have Evie Richards.
Earlier in the show.
Do they work together, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot and Loana Lecomte? From France, both.
Yeah, two riders at very different stages of their careers, but two extremely successful riders as well. And if there's a third place up for grabs, you can bet your bottom dollar Loana Lecomte will fancy it. 22 seconds now, Keller back off Mitterwalder, so barring disaster.
That's the only most technical and difficult descents what she has to make.
Here we
precisely
go.
Before the finish line.
Mitterwalder through the rock section for the last time, cleanly.
Cleanly, yes.
A rock forming at the bottom of that. And here are those two then, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot and Loana Lecomte.
The battle for the third place.
Yeah, Lecomte
That's
looks
still
like,
on.
Lecomte looks like she was sitting up a wee bit there, Bart, maybe conserving things for one last big push.
Yeah, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot is still pushing hard. She likes to become third.
Mona Mitterwalder, though.
It's looking good for Mona Mitterwalder.
Yep, Cannondale factory racing, the 21-year-old. From Austria, the reigning Austrian national champion. Is about to make a significant entry into her own history book here this afternoon.
Yeah, this is her dream, to win a World Cup.
Yep. She talked about it at the start of the year, as early as the Bagnoles test event. And that really was her goal this season, was to take a win and to just be consistent. She's well and truly beaten Alessandra Keller today, but Keller has been class in the mud. She never gave up on chasing down Pauline Ferrand-Prévot.
Yeah, looking back over her shoulder to maybe Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, Loana Lecomte, Evie Richards, who are the numbers 3, 4 and 5 in the race, but I don't think there's a sign of them. 26 seconds back only for Alessandra Keller on the second place.
Yeah, good racecraft from Keller, keeping her head on a swivel even this late in the race.
And if it comes down to the overall standings, it looks good for Keller as well.
Mona Mitterwalder. Well, this one has been coming. We thought we might see it at some stage this season. She took the win at the UCI World Championships Glasgow in the cross-country marathon distance. But this is the battle for third as we look at it. Loana Lecomte homing in.
Yeah, that battle is still going on.
On Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. Lecomte looks determined here.
Yeah, but also Pauline likes to be third. Yeah. You see how the fight is still on for the third place.
These two, no strangers, going bar to bar.
The numbers 1 and 2 from World Champs 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Lecomte might just fancy getting ahead of Pauline and repaying a bit of that domination, really, that Pauline exerted over the field in Glentress Forest. Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, though, a class act. She'll know exactly what's going on behind her. 33 seconds now, the gap at the front, though, Mitterwalder to Keller.
There she is.
But meanwhile, at the finish line, Mona Mitterwalder takes her first ever elite level UCI World Cup win in Pal Aronsal, Andorra. Mona Mitterwallner wins in Andorra. And the exhaustion and the emotion pours out of the Austrian. And this is the woman she beat today. Alessandra Keller celebrates a truly gutsy performance. Even has the wherewithal to get the sponsors' logos out for the camera.
A clean jersey.
Yeah, clean. Maybe that was her plan all along, yeah, with the gilet.
Great performance.
Yeah, superbly tough performance.
Oh, so much emotions.
Mona Mitterwallner collapses at the finish as it all washes over her what she's just managed to achieve. Joined Cannondale Factory Racing for the 2022 season, and they've worked so hard. They're such a tight-knit team. This will be a well-celebrated win this evening.
The world champion, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, still on third place.
Pauline Ferrand-Prévot has managed to see off the advances of Luana Lecomte late in the day here. Pauline Ferrand-Prévot out of the saddle. She did so much work early on, maybe worked a little too hard, crosses the line. Third place today, Lou, and plenty of points. Luana Lecomte is fourth, and behind her